I'm recording now.
That would be funny. You start doing drops, like taking vocal samples and dropping them in.
Larry's the master. This is the classic. I got it on tape.
Oh, and since it's the third season, we should we do a different ending too? So I did the thank you very much for a whole. That's crazy to me that I did that for a whole year.
Oh, yeah.
Should we come up with some other way of ending?
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I don't know. I think you should.
Like what were all the things we changed from like first season to second season? Change all this.
And I already started the music. Hi, and welcome to the third season of Seattle's #1 comic book podcast, the podcast that is dedicated to the first issue of your next favorite comic. We're on the fly.
You made it to the third season, everybody.
I'm Larry.
Can you believe it? I'm James.
Yeah, third season, 90.
Numero 3.
And this is episode 95.
Wow.
Dead air. 95.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so
95?
Yes.
Almost 100. Oh yeah, because we're gonna have the oneies on episode 100.
And
the second oneie.
I'm glad you brought that up because the oneies, our second annual awards show, will be episode 100. Plus, I thought it would be super fun for everybody. It's kind of a shame that I didn't think of this sooner, but you can vote as many times as you want. Change, tip the scales whichever way you want to see your favorite comics, and it also gives you an opportunity.
Somebody's really passionate, you know.
Yeah,
I'll let it, you know. I feel like if you're extra passionate, you should get 2 votes.
Take as many votes as you want.
It'd be a weird form of government.
I really. But so I want to encourage you to come to our website, fill out your ballot, and also if you want to enter our oneies episode 100 giveaway, I thought I'd put together a swag bag of a bunch of #1 issues, some t-shirts and buttons. So,
and maybe even a business card.
A business card from our early days business cards. The Pooh cast. I put the, I forgot the D.
Forgot the D in podcast. It's not as professional looking when you make that mistake.
So enter, leave us a comment, leave us your address. Do people put their address on the internet? If you want to enter the swag bag contest, it's a totally random, and we're gonna give out a couple grab bags. So there you go. So enter the contest, and also fill out the ballot, and then listen to us on issue 100 or episode 100.
It's coming right up.
But tonight,
in the meantime, we got a good episode of our own. Episode #1, season 3.
Episode #1, season 3. Episode 95, season 3. Episode.
What do we got? What do we got on the docket, Larry? Or are we bringing back one of our old favorite standards from season 1? From those of you who remember, Recent and Decent, Larry.
That's right. I do have some Recent and Decent. I'm excited.
Oh, the listeners are so relieved.
My Gmail account just blew up in my ear. I don't know what's happening here. Done.
Blew up in a good way, right? Because
it was
emails from everybody.
It was so
Everyone's
loud.
Like, Larry, hang out with me.
It was so loud. All right, so Recent and Decent. This was fun. This was 5 issues, volume 2, and of DC Universe Rebirth. It's Super Sons. It's John and Damian, the sons of Superman and Batman. They didn't have sons together. It's a long story, but Batman has a son. His name is Damian, and Lois and Clark have a son.
Clark, yeah.
Their son is John, and together they are the Super Sons. They bounce around through different. They jump into.
Does Superman prefer to go as Clark?
He spends a lot of time as Clark. And so what's his preferred thing to be called? Clark. He doesn't want anybody to know he's Superman. I think when he's out and about, he's Superman.
Yeah, when he's wearing the Superman costume, though, he doesn't like being called Clark. Which one? What do you think he feel like his real name is?
That's so interesting because whilst he's even when he is as Superman, other people call him Clark.
Huh.
Yeah, they don't say Superman.
Did his parents give him a name before they gave him away?
I don't know. That's a good question. He didn't come to Earth as Clark, and how would they know who he was?
Did he have like a name pinned on his, like a little note pinned on his lapel?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like Santa Claus, remember?
Oh, right.
Kringle.
That I don't know. I do not know that. But I do know that they have children, Damian and John, and the two of them.
Damian and Ziggy.
And they get into hilarious adventures. And they're both, one is really pushy, that's Damian, and the other one is younger. So Damian's 13 and John is 10. And,
pretty young.
Those
are pretty bright colors.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. Oh, I didn't, tell you who are the creators.
Fiona Apple.
The creators are Peter, J. Tomasi, Jorge Jimenez, Carmine D. Oh my goodness, this last name is so tough. Bear with me. Ginanamanicio.
Oh, I don't recognize any of those, Larry.
Scott Hanna also did some art. This is issue 6 through 10. It's volume 2 it's trade paperback volume 2, Super Sons.
Paperback.
And it's very much worth the writing. They have fun adventures. They go to a different planet through dimensional stuff that I won't get into.
Do they have a dog?
No, there's no dog in this. Astro's not.
That's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, it's super fun.
It's super fun.
It's super fun, very punny. And the art is so well done, and the kids are so cute. They're so funny, and they just look like little kids having a blast.
Pretty strong lines.
It's very strong lines, very cartoony, and
but
very.
The kids aren't like muscular at all.
No. They look like kids. That's the best part, and it's very all ages.
Don't have to worry about being muscular.
It's very all ages. It looks. Does it
say all ages on the cover?
No, it doesn't, but it should. Because if you're reading the other DC stuff, it can be a little like adult, not like adult like naughty stuff, but just but this is a very easy, approachable book. Super Sons,
for sure it's not going to be touching any edges.
Yeah, it's a good book. All right, Super Sons Volume 2, check it out.
Check it out. All right, should we dive right in?
All right, so this week we are talking about published in 1993, written by Terry Moore with art by Terry Moore.
Singer-songwriter.
It is Strangers in Paradise. James, do you want to do the info?
Do a little summary up front?
Yes.
All right, so when I downloaded this from Comixology, I downloaded it in the volume form. Did you do that as well?
I did too. Yes.
Okay. Did it have issue form?
I don't think it did.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the summary for the first 3 issues on Comixology, but I don't want to go too far.
I don't think you're going to give too much away.
I don't think it goes too far. Okay. This new Strangers in Paradise. I was like, what does SIP stand for? This new Strangers in Paradise collection collects the entire first volume of Strangers in Paradise into one continuous story. Oh, well, that sentence doesn't really mean anything. David loves Kachu. Is it Kachu?
That's what I call it.
Okay. David loves Kachu, but Kachu loves Francine, who loves Kachu back, but not in that way, because Francine loves Freddy, who doesn't love anybody but himself. There's no other book like Strangers in Paradise, the #1 romantic comic in America.
Would you agree or disagree? Maybe in 1993.
It's definitely It's definitely a genre we haven't touched on very much.
I was glad when I read this because I was very surprised that how much I liked it, but also very surprised that
you thought you wouldn't like it.
Well,
or like just how much you liked it.
How much I liked it, and also because nothing. It's Three's Company, right? It's hilarious, situational. It's almost
it's very it's lighthearted, but it's definitely risque. Like it's
oh, for sure.
It's like it's body, but it goes further than that. But it's like it's the art style. I think is almost where we should start because it's a black and white style. It almost looks like it could have been printed on a newspaper.
Right.
You know, it really fits that like for better or worse. Or Mary Worth, or even like a Luann, or like is it Sally Forth? I'm kind of like
it's a Sally Forth. That's what I'm thinking of. And that's funny or it's not funny. It's insightful that you saw that because Terry Moore had approached this as a gag-a-day comic strip that would have been in a newspaper or in a probably like a Stangers style of newspaper because it is a little on the risque side.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like it could quite be published in a newspaper. Like it's almost too adult for a newspaper.
Yeah,
but maybe it's a kind of I don't know what the specific rules are for newspaper whatever. But
well, I don't think
it's not like yeah. Well, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Well, there's body
sex.
humor. There's sex. There's
sex, but it's not graphic images of the sex.
No.
But they are having the sex.
There's also lesbianism or implied.
Yeah. But I think that's in comics I've seen.
Oh yeah, I guess that is in comics nowadays. Yeah.
But yeah, I can see some newspapers being like, not in my newspaper.
Yeah.
I run this town.
Yeah,
I own the only newspaper.
This seems more out of a college newspaper.
Yeah, perhaps. But also because the black and white style is very simple.
Uh-huh.
And it's a little bit it's cartoonish for sure.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like but it's also I don't know, almost like the textures remind me of a newspaper comic where it's not too dense but it fills the space.
Uh-huh. And
it's like it's not using too much ink.
it really reminds me of Mad Magazine, of a fun magazine, like crazy facial expressions that just your face doesn't contort that way, and slips and falls and pratfalls and like the one that really got me was when Kachu is trying to get Francine out of the car and both her feet are on the car door. It just looks so silly. I was like, that's not even how anybody would try and open a door.
No, that's a good one. That's a good example.
Oh, and when so this the story is of, just like James said, 3 or 4 different characters. We meet Francine, we meet Kachu, and we meet Francine.
2 girls, 2 boys.
And just like this silly rompy comedy of
it's very sexual.
Very sexual. Kachu and Francine are roommates.
Or sexually suggestive.
Are roommates and best friends since high school. And Freddie.
Oh, okay. So the first act, was that like back in time? Because they're like about to go on stage, and they're both behind the scenes, and Kachu is like smoking a cigarette, and because she's like the bad boy, tough character, but Francine can't figure out how to put her outfit on correctly, and she's has to go on stage, and then so Francine or Kachu pushes Francine onto stage, and I guess she drops a thing, and then her toga falls off.
Wardrobe malfunction in front of everybody, and